Oh god. Hi. Loud enough for you. We're okay. Welcome. Hello, hello. I got it muted. We're good. Alright, my concern here, and I'm already seeing the lag, even just on the title screen. I don't know if I'm going to be able to process this amount of graphical output. So we'll have to see. I don't know how this is going to go. It might get really choppy, because this is on a PS5, and I am using a laptop. So we'll see. I don't know. I already preemptively have the bitrate set fairly low on my output, so it might be kind of grainy. I don't know what it's going to be like, but welcome. We're here for Tales of Arise. I'm hyped to play another Tales game on the Whiskey Cactus channel. I have played a lot of them. Most of them, in fact, I would say. I've played very many Tales games on the channel. Not streaming. I've only streamed Tales of Berseria before this one. But when I was doing recorded YouTube content, I did Symphonia, Exilia, Exilia 2, Vesperia, and Grace's F. So there's a lot of them. Someday I'll get to Abyss. I don't know. They really need to remaster that one and port it to modern consoles so that I can do that without having to fire up the PS2. I would love to do Tales of the Abyss. But until then, we've got Tales of Arise, and I'm going to jump into New Game Plus. I don't know what New Game Plus is going to do for me, because this game doesn't seem to have grade. So let's load this. Select which effects you wish to enable. Artifacts will be automatically carried over. Oh my god. EXP boost. Super EXP boost. Oh, this is just the artifact things. This is from the artifacts. Huh. I don't really want to do this, if I'm being honest. I don't think I want to do any of this. I certainly don't want to carry over levels. That'd be ridiculous. Carry over skills, carry over records. You know, I don't think we're going to do this. I think we're going to... Can I back out of this? How do I back out of this? No, okay, well, we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna back out of this. Excuse me. Can I go to home? But why not, though? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Alright, we're gonna back out of this and start again. Yeah, we'll just do a regular playthrough. Won't do New Game Plus, that's fine. Don't need to do New Game Plus. It'll be cool. You know, I was gonna say, we weren't getting grade throughout this playthrough before, and, normally, you use grade to buy replay bonuses, and they're things like, increased number of items you can hold, and there's, like, a lot of things like that. This seems like it's a lot more limited, so, you know, I don't think there's anything worth carrying over that's not gonna break the game. Alright, so let's jump into new game. Difficulty normal, sure. Can we recommend it for players to find normal mode too easy, making for tougher fights, for increased combat points. We'll start on normal and consider bumping up to moderate. Normal was fine. I don't know how hard moderate's going to be, but I will definitely consider the possibility of jumping up to moderate. I think everything else is probably good. Let's see. Prioritize frame rate? I don't think so. I'm going to prioritize graphics. Prioritizing frame rate. Yeah, I think lower frame rate's probably going to be better for streaming. We'll go with that. Now let's jump in. Here we go.
In ages long past, it was believed that Mother Dana was indestructible and everlasting. Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods, a paradise where the souls of the departed could rest forevermore. Oh, how wrong we were. In the face of Rena's unimaginable technology, its soldiers, clad in huge, shining armor, and its fearsome beasts, known as Zeugles. The prosperity and bounty of Dana all but disappeared overnight. That was 300 years ago.
It's a pretty big deal.
The
Eradicating an entire planet of its history.
Rule, and its new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms. And now today, Orbis Calaglia, one of the Renin's 5 realms. It is ruled over by the tyrant Balsef.
I can't take your name seriously, dude. I can't do it. Balsef.
Unrelenting fire scorches this barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat.
So this game's pretty fucking dark.
The Danan people toil as slaves.
If you're familiar with how Tales games start, it's usually not this ridiculously extreme.
The Renin soldiers, with only one hope of escape. Death. Only in death is their agony finally
and ultimately,
brought to an end.
I don't know, the game... Well, we'll talk about it as we go.
What it means to be free.
I think it's misleadingly dark
So
at the beginning.
complete is the Renin's domination.
You're like, holy shit, this is intense. I've never seen this kind of stuff in a Tales game. And we'll come to find out, oh, this... Tales has gone darker. Tales has gone way darker. But this is the opening here is very bleak. Very bleak. Alright, I think we have a little bit of lag on the video, but I'm expecting that. It doesn't look that bad to me. I don't think it's going to get much better. I'm worried about battles. Battles are going to be very flashy in this game. And I think that might really wear on the quality of the stream. We'll play it by ear. I don't know. I am potentially going to be in the market for a new computer soon, so that might help things if I do end up getting one that's a bit more processor heavy.
You call that pushing? Put some back into it, embedded.
This has huge Human Ranch vibes to me from Symphonia. One of the cool things about this game is that it really feels like a lot of different Tales games across its
what is this? Some kind of slave support group?
Across the gameplay.
Mind your own business, you worthless.
There's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh, this really reminds me of Tales of Graces. Or this really reminds me of Tales of Legendia. This really reminds me of Tales of Symphonia. It really reminds me of Tales of Exilia. You know, there's specific moments in quite a few spots here that remind me of specific things from other Tales games. It's really kind of cool that way.
Thank you, Iron Mask.
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
That bad, huh? Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
Alright. So this is a hell of a year to be Ray Chase, isn't it? I mean, we literally just played a game a couple of months ago with Ray Chase as the protag. Can I don't even know if I can go this way. Can I go this way?
I need to have Doc check me out first.
No, okay. Alright, Gilbert. I mean Doc. I mean Gilbert. Yeah.
Ah, you again. Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Look after yourself, and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit.
But yeah, between Alphen and Brother Nier, is leading 2 games in a single year.
So, still unable to remember anything?
He also tried to sell me bear paint on
Blank as
TV the
always.
other day.
But that strange dream.
No face, no memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's. What will we do with you?
So our dude, Iron
Yeah,
Mask,
let me see.
can't feel pain.
You may not be able to feel pain, but that doesn't mean you can't be wounded, just like everyone else. If you're not more careful, wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
I watched another slave die today.
Man, that lag is not
More
great.
corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Danans are always dying, and the Renans just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
Keep your voice down, will you? If only it were so simple, my friend. There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done, take a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now, do me a favor and try to stay out of trouble so the wound doesn't open again.
Doc, back when I knew nothing, you were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful for that. But I can't just...
The race is won by the calm and the stay. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world. Work will be wrapping up for the day soon enough. Don't sit around here. Go out and feel the breeze against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that.
Well, okay, if you say so, my dude.
Just do me a favor and keep a low profile, all right? You stand out enough in that mask as it is.
Guess I'll go back to my room.
Alright. Well, we're auto-saving. I'm gonna try to do a regular save. We can do a regular save. I'm gonna go here to slot 3. Do not mind the 76 hours I put into my previous playthrough. We're not doing that this time, I can promise you. We are very definitely not going to be doing that. How's it looking? That's a little laggy, but it's not too bad. It could be worse. Okay, I'm accepting that at the moment.
I'm a slave, just like everyone else here. So
Because I don't really have much of a choice.
Spirit or face or memories.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know how this playthrough is gonna work as far as graphical output is concerned. It's gonna be tough. Streams are gonna lag a lot, and I think we're just gonna have to deal with it until I get a new laptop, in all likelihood, which will be probably fairly soon, I think. So I'll have to see about getting something with a better processor. Not just for this, I need another laptop anyway.
Mine for now, but for how long? Tomorrow's another day. I guess I should get some shut-eye.
But, yeah. Tales of Arise. So I did platinum this game already. Did not 100%, not quite 100%, because platinum doesn't always translate to 100%.
Great.
So there's a few things I didn't do, mostly around like the training grounds and stuff. I didn't do all that stuff.
Great.
And I don't have any of the DLC.
Start another
And I
day
don't really
toiling
plan
away
to
for the
at
Renans.
this point. But we'll see how it goes. I think we'll be generally okay. As far as, doing most things, I don't plan to do everything I did before. There's certain things I'm definitely going to skip. But we're going to do a good amount of stuff. We're going to do some of the post-game stuff too, for sure.
Some work around here.
Not doing the boss rush. But I'll do the, I'll do the cameos. For sure. That'll be fun. Anime cutscene. Alright, so we have a terror attack. And we got this dude. We've got Patrick Seitz. And we've got Griffin Burns. And we've got a girl in chains because it's JRPG and we gotta have that kind of stuff.
She's here.
What kind of a JRPG would this be if we didn't have bound women? Yeah. That'll teach you about consent, won't it? Sure will. Maybe next time you'll ask first. She's on the run.
Come back!
So she was being held captive in a train driven by the Renans. And she was busted out by these guys. The question is, did they know that she was in here and target this train specifically, or were they just trying to blow up a train? Just to hurt the Renans. Don't know yet. So yeah, we've got a new Tales game, man. Got a new Tales game for the first time since Berseria, which was 2016, 2017, somewhere in that area. It's been 2016 in Japan, I think, 2017 in America, in the West. Something like that. So it's been a while. We did have Vesperia Definitive Edition in the meantime. That wasn't bad, and that was a new game for me. I hadn't played Vesperia before. So it hasn't been super long for me to play a Tales game I hadn't played before.
Get moving!
And
Stay still. You cost us a lot of trouble, you know. Now we can do
now
this
that I've
the
finished
easy
Tales
way,
of Arise,
or not.
I have decided to enter into the world of emulators, which I haven't done at all before. But you know what? I want to play fucking Tales of Destiny, man, and I don't want to pay $500 on eBay for it. So I'm playing Tales of Destiny.
It's just you.
And I'll probably play Tales of Eternia. And Tales of Fantasia. And that's that. Because I need to play them. Because I'm a fan of the Tales series and I haven't played all Tales games, man. Gotta do it. Gotta play. Here we go, he's got a pipe. He's got a pipe and he's gonna kick some ass with this pipe, I think. At least he thinks he's gonna. Ray Chase with an iron pipe, huh? You know? Oh man, we're getting some real hard pixelation on these action scenes here. On the replay, I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty not good. It's really not good. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know that I could do any better than that. I could try. Let me see what happens if I bump up the output bitrate. It's gonna lag a little more if I do that, but it might clean up the visuals just a little bit. Oh, that looks a little bit better actually. It is lagging a bit, but I think it's not as pixely, and I like that a lot better. So I think it's lagging about the same amount.
Where you go?
But it looks better as it lags. That's nowhere near as so it's not really hurting the performance as much as I thought it would. Oh shit, there he is. There's the guy.
You all missed your chance to become Lord, which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balsav! Got that through your skulls? Now hurry up and bring me shield!
Shion.
Yes, sir! Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Not even 20 minutes.
Lord of Wolsey, ruler
Not
of
even
Orbis
20 minutes
Calabria.
into a game and we already got
It's
Kyle.
Wild beast you prefer, isn't
Give
it?
me a sec.
Do forgive me.
Where is it? Hold on.
What do you
Hold on.
want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow
Gatekeepers in
lord,
chat.
I merely thought to ask whether I could be of any assistance to you.
Enough with the false pretense. I can tell a rat when it's sniffing around.
Forgive me, I can only imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Dude, this guy's at everything.
It's none of your concern.
The crown contest is proceeding apace, and so quickly, I must say. It won't be long before the victor is crowned as the new sovereign.
I look forward to it, and can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Nor will I. Until next time.
So, a couple things. First of all, heavy implication here that the lords aren't on the best of terms with each other. Number one. Number two, 5 lords, 5 Renan lords, ruling over Dana, working Danans to the bone, heavily reminiscent of Desians. So heavily reminiscent of Desians and the 5 Grand Cardinals. Especially when you start talking about embedded and the spirit cores embedded in their hands. They're fucking X-Spheres, man. Come on.
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows.
Crimson Crows?
Don't tell me you've never heard of us. We're the Resistance, for the Danan people. We get in the way of the Bright Eye's best laid plans.
The Danan Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not
Yeah,
as
clearly.
famous as I thought we were. Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask. Is it true you can't take that thing off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Worse
Don't
is
ask
that
me
don't
how I
even know
eat.
why I'm wearing
Somehow
it.
the food gets in.
That woman I was with.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
Alright. Well, we're here with the Crimson Crows.
They're interrogating her? Just what the hell is going on?
Crimson Crows being a resistance
I need to go and find out for myself.
to the Desians, I mean the Renans. So let's make our way up here. I don't think there's anything really to explore at this point. I think we're going to get turned away from any direction we go, so let's just go ahead and go to the jail cell. Hello there, guys. Still need to be taught about consent, it seems.
Ah, damn it! So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
What are you doing? So you're finally awake, huh?
What's going on here? What did she ever...
Mind your business. So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh? It doesn't seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you? For the last several days, Balsef's forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again. And now, we come across Miss Prickly herself.
Perfect description.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
That's her name? You mean she's...
What? You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. She's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renan, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renan soldiers.
So Xi'an is a Renin.
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Danon from a Renin, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Big talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you call us embedded? Look, you see the stoner people embedded in me? There isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. This scar's a reminder. Not to rest.
I definitely feel heavy Symphonia vibes from this game. I also feel heavy Grace's
may not be capable
vibes
of using
from this
astral
game.
arts.
Probably the two biggest
It looks like those thorns of yours
influences
won't
that
do you
I
good in escaping
feel, and I
very
think
far.
Grace's comes a lot later.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone
Symphonia a lot earlier.
That's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong.
Sorry about that.
You think this curse is some kind of
Yeah, this is making me want to
remedy?
play Symphonia again, not gonna lie. And I do have the PS3 version, which I never played before. I recorded a
All
playthrough.
I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why,
Oh yeah, why could Balsef have his eye on her? We don't know that yet.
must have tracked us down. Evacuate his
I
plant.
did
Hurry,
record
and bring the girl.
Tales of
Because when in
Symphonia
trouble, wave a spear
from
at
the
us.
GameCube version.
Hey, Iron Mask.
But I've since bought
Sorry,
the
but
HD
right now it's
remaster
everyone
on
for themselves.
PS3,
What about you?
I'm going to welcome our
and I will
guests.
probably
Don't go
stream that at
dying
some
on me.
point.
Come on, move.
Still have to work out the
Well, don't
kinks
try
around
anything
streaming from my PS3. Should not be a huge problem. I think I know how I want to do that. We got the dull sword. Pretty dope. Not really that dope. It's actually kind of crap. But let's go. Yeah, let's. Good reminder. Let's go ahead and save. We're gonna save a lot. Gonna make sure to save a lot. We are in the Xeon, not the Xi'an mine, but the Xeon mine. I don't think those names have anything to do with each other, despite being basically a couple letters apart.
An ambush. Renins are here? I have to find
All right, well, let's find an exit and get the hell out of here. We gotta get on out.
Anyone who can fight, grab a weapon! Damn! How'd they
I don't
find
know,
out about
man.
this
Maybe they
place?
were tracking Xi'an, and they found it that way. That'd be my guess.
Have these kinds of battles been going on this entire time? I
Yeah,
just didn't know.
seems like you might have been a bit sheltered. Alright, we're getting... it's gonna be very interesting when we have a battle here, because I want to see how this, graphical quality just immediately plummets.
Oh,
Hey, it's Ignatz.
you there?
What's up,
Where's that
Ignatz?
girl who was here?
Got yourself some fancy armor there.
Spit it out! I want an answer, insurgent.
How's this for an answer? Go to hell!
You dare address a Renin armored soldier that way?
Alright, cool your jets. Level 6, Calaglia Armored Swordsman. Alright, so we're gonna use R1 for a normal attack. That's a very interesting, weird change to the combat, but I really actually have grown to like it a lot. So we can do up to 3 normal attacks together. We can also do arts on triangle, square, and X. Cross. Cross, it's cross. It's cross. And then R2 is dodge. Dodge. We have a dodge button in a Tails game. What the shit is that? Alright, I gotta get good at this. Now, I don't have a health bar for this fight because this is a tutorial fight. So that's pretty cool.
I have to do this. I won't go quietly.
Oh, that battle is, I'm kind of looking out of the corner of my eye at the playback. It could be worse.
I won.
It could be worse.
I actually beat one of those Renin soldiers.
Alright.
I've got to keep going. I have to survive
Alright,
this
so let's
no
see if we
matter
can
what.
find any hidden secrets back here. I think there's a couple of things to find. I don't remember totally. I'm also not going to try to predict everything. Because who cares? Just play the fucking game. But let's keep on going. Nothing over here. We do have something over here. I think we're going to find ourselves an apple gel. Classic. Classic, classic.
What's this thing?
Wouldn't be a Tails game without an apple gel. So what is our item stitch? What do we got? We just have one apple gel. We don't get started with anything. All right. Well, okay, cool. Here goes. We got this guy over here. Got a wolf and a swordsman, so this is going to teach us how to change targets, or at least I'm going to figure it out myself. Alright, we're going to dodge the magic. There we go. Got a broke him, so we can... Oh, shit. That's not what I want to do. Alright. Rising Wyvern is on my triangle, so if I break him... No, at this point, so I'm just going to end up killing him anyway. We can then take him into the air. Once he's broken, we can lift him up or knock him down. Until then, he won't stagger. So here we can go up, and then continue our combo, and then go down. As long as you are not stupid about allocating your AG appropriately. I don't think we need to get that into the weeds at this point in the game. I don't actually really think we ever need to do that. You know, if you want to take more advantage of the battle system, that's kind of how you do it. So up we go. Got something over here. It's just a person. What do you have to say, dude? Thought that the woman was completely unarmed. How the hell did she get a weapon? Not that I'm complaining, it saved my ass, that's for damn sure. Alright, well. There she is. We found her. It's quite a mouthful.
You in the name of His Excellency Lord Bolster.
Damn it! I was so close. What the? You've got some kind of death wish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, slave. These are Renan affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides, I don't much feel like being
Okay, you can
indebted
take
to
your
a dragon.
racism somewhere else, lady.
Suit yourself.
Alright, what are we doing here? We're gonna do combos. Combos are actions strung together with no gaps. Normal attacks have a set limit, while arts can continue until AG runs out. Normal attacks count separately on the ground and in the air. Using an art to go between them can thus extend a combo. It's basically what I was just saying, right? We can break him. Yeah, don't use the same art over and over again. So we can break him at some point. We break, then we lift, and then we do more combos, and then we go down, and that extends our combo.
Don't expect any promises.
There are other ways to extend combos. I mean, I already got the trophy for whatever the 100 hit combo or something is. What are we doing over here? There we go. Go. Oh, yeah. I still don't have a health bar, so we're not in any danger of dying at this point. But they will give us a health bar eventually, I think, once we get out of this mine. And
why did you help me?
We have skits.
What could a
These are the skits now.
Possibly gain from helping a Renan like me?
Trust me, I've no great love for Renans.
I don't know how I feel about it.
With hatred as some.
I do like it, but I miss the 2D skits.
Have we met somewhere before?
Me? Friends with a Danon? Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well,
but this is cool. Like this is still cool.
Yeah, silly question.
It's much more dynamic.
I don't remember anything
it does,
about my past.
I don't know, the 2D skits had their charm.
To go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight. You don't know what you look like, but you thought I might somehow recognize you?
Something like
that. I mean,
that.
Berseria almost had this, right? Berseria actually had backgrounds and cells and stuff too.
Pain anyway.
I think it was more vertical than it was horizontal like this.
You really can't feel pain?
But it still did it in 2D, and again, just like having the anime-esque 2D skits were
memories.
Charming.
I only know one thing about myself.
But I can appreciate the evolution.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Mask.
I will say this game does a lot of things really, really well.
Said that this way I wouldn't
we'll talk about that as we go.
Out there somewhere.
This is definitely a
so where to next?
Good step forward for the Tales franchise.
Silly. What do you think we fought all this way for?
As far as the story goes,
stay sharp. We're going in.
It's on par. Nothing groundbreaking. We got a skit. Let's do a skit. Here's our skits. First skit.
Can you even see out of that thing? Like, at all?
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it.
Blank slate protagonist.
If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danans don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renan soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of run and rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All the trouble we caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Hey there, dude.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renans. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Very good. More anime cutscene. Got a lot of that in this game.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Just look at all these soldiers. How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest!
Look out! Sion!
Well, that's a bit unexpected. It's a bit unexpected, huh? I tell you what. I'll tell you what, the whole burning sword thing is really kind of funny. When they did the Smash announcement, that announced Sora, what was that, like a week ago?
The Master Core. He was embedded within her all along. No
they did the
matter.
whole thing with the fire coming down, and then Mario goes over and picks up the fire and pulls out what turns out to be the Keyblade, but pulls out this blazing sword, and for the briefest second I'm like, there's no way it's gonna be this guy, right? There's no way. I mean, it could have been, given the timing, like, the game just came out and stuff. I was just like, no, people will riot in the streets if it's some random Tails character. And then it turned out to be the Keyblade. I was like, alright, cool, that's cool, but like, for the briefest second there, it's like, there's no way they're doing Mr. Protagonist of Tales of Arise. I'm assuming that's why Balsef is so interested in her, by the way. Back into the boobs. Back into the boobs we go.
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still. It's one of my healing arts.
A sword that sears the hand of he who wields it, and a healing art to mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch
poetic.
feels nothing but.
Thank you.
All right, let's rout the bastards and finish them off before the surviving stragglers have a chance to regroup. Iron Mask, you coming?
Definitely. I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry. You're coming with
I swear to
us.
God, every time
In
I
that
look
case, there's one
at
thing
Zephyr's
you should
face.
know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You needn't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get
Every
close to
time
it
I
in the
look at his
first place,
face,
or would
I
want
see Master Van.
The blazing sword. It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No, maybe even to surpass it.
Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
Your wound. That soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention those flames bursting from you.
They only hit my master.
I mean, you were
so I'll be
screaming
fine.
in agony,
And the
Xion.
flames weren't even hot. It's probably
flame-
because they're
the
just a
flames weren't even
manifestation
hot.
of the astral energy.
You're just
Honestly,
literally
I'm not
rewriting
surprised that
history
you really are
as you speak.
incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you.
Jesus Christ.
I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem hurting anyone who touches me. But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
So what?
So what? All
You
I
wouldn't
need
be able
right
to
now
use
is
your
power.
fingers.
And up until now, I haven't come across
That
anything
would probably
stronger
get
than
in the
that
way of
blazing
whatever
sword
your
the
goal
whole
is,
time I've been
Xion.
doing this.
You really don't
I
care.
don't know what your
happens to
goal
you as
is,
long
but
as
I
you get
kind of
what
feel
you're
like you
after, do you?
having fingers will
Don't
probably
talk
make it
like you
easier
know
to
me.
attain.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
Uh-huh. Check your privilege, bitch. I befriended Xion. I strongly disagree. Zephyr has teamed up with your party. Alright, so he's not a party member. Zephyr is not a party member. But he has teamed up with the party. So Xion's fighting style is gun-based long range, which is not something I like as far as playstyle for me. So I will not be controlling Xion. Use her to hit enemies from a safe distance, and she also has healing arts, which is very cool. She will primarily target flying and astral art-wielding enemies, which is great. Perfect. Cure points, which is the new addition, the big major change to this, this game. TP is no longer a thing. We no longer have magic points, which actually we didn't in Zestiria or Berseria either. I think Exilia did bring it back. But it was taken out initially in Grace's F. And then it only came back very briefly in Exilia and then was gone again and still gone. So TP is a thing of the past, guys. At this point, do not expect TP to come back anytime soon. We have CP now, which are cure points, which are for healing and also field actions. Map actions, which we'll get to later. But it's shared across the entire party, and every time somebody casts healing arts or anything like that, it's going to pull from the communal CP, which is going to be the bane of our existence for the vast majority of this game, by the way, because it is so hard to restore CP conveniently. Alright, so let's go and get on out of here to where we need to go. So we're now in the Sandinus Ravine, part of Calaglia. So here goes. We're gonna get a nice, yeah, here we are. Nice world-establishing shot. I wish the stream was as good as what I'm seeing on my TV right now, because this is fucking gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Doesn't look bad on the stream. It does. It looks pretty bad. But, Orbis Calaglia, here we are.
That's...
Glanimede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balsef. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right.
The Gates of Fire. With a big
Take
stone
a good long
skull
look
in
while you
it.
still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down.
We're gonna tear down the walls.
The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Tear down the walls between us. When we reach out our hands in friendship,
Let's go.
we can then tear down the walls. Hashtag fear the deer. Alright, we're going this way. Let's keep going this way. Think we're gonna have some enemies to fight. We got some Zeugles, and this time we actually have HP bars. So this is for real now. Alright, changing controls, I don't care. I'm good. Semi-auto, whatever. I stick with whatever I stick with. Playing this game like I've played every Tales game ever. Alright, we broke him. We can take him up in the air. No, we can't because we didn't use our... Oh, I'm dying. Okay. Can use my one apple tail if I want to. There we go. We got first aid. I actually would prefer to target this guy until he's dead. I'm being perfectly honest with you. Oh, that's fine too, I guess.
Don't take your
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
There we go. There we go. Got some experience. We're almost leveled up. Almost nice and leveled up. I think we have an enemy coming up ahead that we can fight to get a nice level up as well. Yeah, there's a big dude. Let me go up this vine first. We're gonna do our exploring.
Makes sense. If we
For sure.
there'll be no end in sight.
You sure
I know
won't
you
need
say
some
don't fight every enemy, but I'm going to. I'm going to, Zephyr. You can't stop me.
Weird stone.
I sense a strange power.
We need
from
to
it.
stay leveled.
We should gather as many as we can
This is
find.
not a grindy game, by the way. As Tales games go, I think I saw people say that it is grindy, and I strongly disagree. Oh, that one-shotted me. That's cool. Fall back. I think not. I think I just need to get better at dodging, actually, is what I need. So let's do that. Let's get better at dodging. But yeah, I saw somebody, a couple of somebodies say that this was a grindy game. That you had to do some level grinding. And I really don't see that. Unless you mean just fighting all the enemies as they come up and not skipping enemies.
I need to be
Which to
stronger.
me is just the MO of every Tales game. Just fight all the enemies you see when you see them. And that, like, you don't have to go grind. Just don't skip enemies. Oh, that's... Thank you. 3 life bottles I'll take.
Seems you
That's
found
super
something good.
useful.
Supplies like that are valuable.
But I definitely did not find this game to be super grindy, or even really that difficult. As Tales games go, it's right on par with Symphonia and Abyss and Exilia. It might be a little tougher than Exilia. Exilia is fairly notoriously
That
easy.
barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want?
Berseria, it's on par with this.
Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
There's a few little combat tricks to keep in mind. Make sure that you pay attention to. So we're doing camping out. When you camp out, you will restore HP and CP, which is very important. You can also get some skits. You can also cook, which we haven't gotten to yet. But we have a skit right here. Boom.
Normally, we should take turns.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Well, that sounds like obvious foreshadowing.
Ren,
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Alright, more skits.
How come you don't have
Common
a star
theme
on
among Tales games is stacking
Star?
3, 4, 5
What do you
skits on
mean?
top of each other like this.
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way.
Suspicious.
You must remember something.
Quite suspicious.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary.
He's one of those fee
You're a real
characters.
man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
Alright, here's a third skit.
So, this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you
That's
care
rude.
anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead,
Well, there you
lying
go.
in a ditch somewhere.
Alright, 3 skits. That's not as bad as it's gonna get. Alright, we're gonna rest. Boobs.
A master core, huh?
It's a good
Now
excuse
I
to show
see.
boobs.
So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's
I
called?
think it's called boobs.
The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danons are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Oh, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor?
For the evils.
Listen, what the Renins are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danons as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danons requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passed through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
I don't think so, man.
It determines the
I think it's
sovereign.
something a bit bigger than that.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power, and we Danans are sacrificed
Yeah,
so
a
the
little bit.
Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I'm able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
And also, don't reach into my
What do you
chest
want
without
out of this?
me giving you the
You
green
may
light.
be one of them, but you don't strike me as
You
the
know.
ruthless oppressor type.
Or I'll kill you with my thorns.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds
Sure
like we're after
does.
the
We
same
want
thing
liberation
anyway.
and you just want to kill people. Sounds like the same thing.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef,
Balsef.
the wild beast. Sound good?
Come on, we're all thinking it. We're all thinking it. Name sounds like Ballsack. Everyone says Ballsack.
I've got to hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our
Yeah, we could do
comrades
that, but
there.
we have skits. We got skits, though.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's
Welcome
rude
to a Tales
stare?
game.
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky?
Yeah,
I've heard it
Lenegus
called
up in the sky.
Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people
Indeed.
actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Alright. So, we have fully restored CP. I want to go to strategy. I think Focus on healing is probably fine. I haven't found the need to go super deep into the strategy in this game. I think just having Xion focus on healing is plenty enough for what we need. Especially at the beginning. So let's keep going. I think, is there a Hootle around here? I'm gonna have trouble hearing them because I don't have my volume up very high. But I'm fairly certain there's a Hootle around here. Somewhere around here. Also, we have a jump button in a Tails game. Who'd have thought?
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab.
Alright, I'm gonna just take a dive off of this. Woohoo! Right into the water. Also, we can swim in a Tails game. Huge, huge step forward for the series. We can swim and we can jump. Imagine that. We also got Sage. So what does Sage do?
What's this thing?
You'd think I'd know what these things do after this much time has passed. Max HP. I know that. I know that Sage is for max HP. Alright, we're gonna give that to Iron Mask. Alright, so let's keep on swimming. How's that lag doing? I saw the fall was not great. The plummet was not very good. You can climb faster by pushing in on the stick like we're running. So that's pretty good. Alright, so let's keep going. Keep exploring. What else we got over here? Do we have a Hootle out here? And we might not. Got another apple gel. Good to have. That motherfucker. I think we've all got burned on that motherfucker, right? Anybody who's played this already? Yeah, they tell you, oh hey, look at the big guy over here. Isn't that cool? Look at this guy. You can maybe fight that guy. And then you go fight him, and then he will one-shot you. And I'll tell you, that put me off fighting giant Zoogles for the entire playthrough. Until I realized, oh, this was just a really badly placed one. They're not all, you know, hugely out of your reach from a level perspective.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Yeah, we're not fighting him. That guy's like level 42. I'm level 6. Alright, let's keep exploring. I want to make sure we're picking up everything that we can find around here. Don't want to be missing anything. We got Zoogles over there. We'll fight all the Zoogles before we move on. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll fight things. These guys are a pain in the ass.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Alright. Gonna be spamming that dodge button though. Okay, let me try to break you. There we go. Lift you up. Attack, 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 and then go down. There we go. Boom. Combos. And combos and combos. It's like Tetra Slash, but Tetra Slash isn't really a thing anymore. We have long since evolved past Tetra Slash.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
What do we got over here? An orange gel, the most precious commodity a Tales game has ever seen. Orange gels in Tales of Arise are worth more than any item in any other Tales game ever. There's the owl, by the way. I see him. I see the owl. I don't feel the need to get all the owls, but I'll try. Can't remember if there was a trophy for doing that. I think there was. Good combo.
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No
Nice.
excuses. This is up to us.
Got a hard bone.
Whoa. Take a look at that.
And also, some item drops. Hoo-hoo. You got a dog tail. This is how we get our attachments.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent
In
ancient
Berseria, you got attachments by buying them with minigame points. In Exilia, you found the Ifrit Arcs. In Tales of Arise, we find Dan and Owls. and undrinkable yogurt owls.
Like this should be easy. Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Here I come! Slash!
I'll move out of the way. Don't want you charging at me, bro. Don't charge. No charging. Cash only. There we go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gonna mine this rock.
Let's move.
I'm right behind you,
Some
Shion.
parallax stone. I will tell you, the crafting of accessories is something I did not get into very much. If you know anything about Whiskey Cactus, that should not be anything remotely close to a surprise. But I do really like how simple a lot of the gameplay systems and mechanics are in this game. It's very different from the more recent Tales games that really did try to go super complex with those like equipment systems and skill learning systems and customization systems and all that kind of stuff. This game really pared a lot of things down, and I like to call it elegantly simple.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of
Yeah,
precious
indeed.
manpower.
Probably would be.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried.
There's our people.
Come on.
Alright, well, we can explore this place a little bit first. Can't remember what all there is to find, but I know there's an owl. And I know there's an apple gel in this pond, or in this, little bit of water. I can jump in there. Excuse me. Yeah, no, probably not. I don't know why there's an apple gel in the middle of the drinking water, but there is, and so be it. You okay? Are you feeding the chickens, or are you just, like, dead inside? No, you're feeding the chickens, okay. Alright, I don't remember if there's anything else to pick up. So, I'm, curious. We didn't get very far, you didn't miss much. I just walked up here. I don't know. I don't know if that was just my computer freezing for unrelated reasons, or if it's just choking on this game. We'll have to see.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So,
If this
what's the
game
plan?
ends up being too much for
Well,
my
we've got an
laptop,
ace up our
again,
sleeve
I
and
do
the
expect to
enemy's in
get a
disarray.
new laptop, and I
I say
actually
we
expect to
strike
get a
while the
new
iron's
laptop
hot.
fairly soon. Maybe as
So
early
we're
as this
finally
weekend or
going
next
head to
weekend.
head with Balsef.
That's right.
But
We can't afford to mess
if
this
this
up.
game does
now
end
or
up being
never.
too much for this laptop to process,
Then now it is. We've all
I
been
could
waiting
always
for this day
hold
for
off
far too long.
if I really have to,
Leave the plan to me.
and
the
stream something
meantime-
else in the meantime.
Yeah.
Maybe something short.
You two need to do
Maybe
something
jump back
about your
into
outfits.
Horizon Zero Dawn or Automata or something like that. Or even do an Animal Crossing stream or something.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
So those are some possibilities. I'm gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna keep going with this unless assuming I don't see a pattern.
I
If
told
I see a
you, it
pattern
fits
of
like
my
a
computer
dream.
continually freezes, and I can't get through a single stream without it freezing or something, then we'll
afraid we
go
don't
from
have
there.
any
But I
running
don't
clothing.
think, you
I
know,
could
at this
find you
point
some Ganon
I'm not
outfits.
gonna jump to any conclusions. Actually, it looks like it's running pretty smooth right
But
now.
something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing
Huh.
more. At no point did I say I've given up being
It's actually
a
running without chugging.
No, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says?
That's interesting.
He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he
Because all
might
of my
just know
test
something.
recordings and everything were, it had a lot of lag and a lot of chug on it. But if we're gonna sit here and actually, after this restart, if we're gonna sit here and actually have some smooth gameplay here,
Try to be careful not to stand out.
that's
too much.
interesting to me.
You're the only Renan around here, you know.
It's a bit risky for me to potentially say restart my computer right before a stream,
even though it's only supposed to be
that could go wrong very easily.
Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosul.
That's very interesting.
Something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
Yeah, fuck off.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
I don't know, man.
No.
I don't know. As of right now, I'm not going to worry about it.
That. All of the other Danans
I'm not going to worry about it right
Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life.
We'll see.
From the day we're born.
We'll see how things progress.
Probably even before that. It's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything.
Power and status are everything.
However,
that is a really important
I have
point to be made.
I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Alright. Woohoo! Let's go on up here. We got an owl to find. Where are you at? Where are you at, Super Mario Owl? There you are. I see you. Don't think I don't see you up there. Hey, you got bunny ears. Get on out of here.
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of owls. Alright, so we don't have any money, so there's not really much we can do. We've got the next location, the next event on the map. I don't think there's anything to find in here, so I'm not really gonna look in here around too much. Yeah, let's stay away from the wastelands and let's go over here to this guy. What do you have to say?
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
I suppose.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
What needs doing, huh? Alright, we gonna learn about side quests?
I wonder if something happened.
I think we're about to learn about side quests.
Hey.
Nath sent us. He heard you might be a little short-handed.
Yes!
You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. And Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. What the hell? Name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge, but we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best.
I guess.
Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it. from our hideout in the Xeon mines. Is that really such a good idea after the Renans snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sandinus Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring back the supplies. Help bring the supplies back to this lodge. Got it. Welcome to use these facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Awesome. Cool thing is, all inns are free in this game. Alright, we got subquests. Do the subquests. As with most games, do the side quests. Just do them, man. Just do them. You get good stuff in return. Between getting rewards, you get SP for doing them, and they're often things that are worth doing. Alright, I still don't think I have any money. I could... yeah. Enemies don't drop money in this game, which is just kind of wild. I don't know how I feel about that. There's a part of me that dislikes it, and there's a part of me that doesn't. But we're gonna go ahead and do this side quest, which isn't a side quest, it's a main quest. We have to do this one. But, we're gonna go ahead and find what we need to find. Alright, yeah. Okay. So the Sandinus Ravine is back where we came from, which is down here. So we can head on out to the Sandinus Ravine. We gotta go pick up some cargo. It's actually running really smooth on the playback now. That's so weird. Because all of my test stuff was choppy, like the first part of the stream was. And that was, I had a restart in there. 1 or 2 computer restarts. So, I don't know. Ah, shit, I'm dead. Welp. Great. You want to revive me? I don't want to use a life bottle. Don't make me use a life bottle. Life bottles are expensive to buy. Alright, here we go. Focus on me, guys. Don't stop hitting Xion. Alright. Just take a life, or take an apple gel. I don't want to use up all the CP just on this shit. There we go. I don't think we've unlocked titles yet, right? I don't think they exist. So we can't start doing cool stuff with that yet. That'll probably unlock here, I think. With this side quest, I believe. Alright, but I definitely want to fight the enemies. This, like I said, fight the enemies when you can. Don't, go out of your way to grind against enemies, but fight enemies when they show up. So, enemies are showing up here, I'm gonna fight.
Did you just heal me?
Yes.
Thank you for the first aid, Xion. That came in very handy. There we go. Very good. Xion's down. Ugh, fuck. Alright, we're gonna struggle a little bit in the early game here. Not struggle, but like we're gonna run into some difficulty. This game definitely gets easier as you play it. It's a little bit tough right at the beginning. We got some more enemies down here. Of course, fighting enemies is a good way to prevent that from becoming a problem. Some might call it grinding. I call it fight enemies when you can. Don't skip enemies. It's as simple as that. You don't have to run around in circles fighting enemies over and over and over again. That's certainly not going to be how we play this game.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
There we go.
You're finished. Try harder. I'm not done. Slash there.
I don't think I've got perfect dodges yet, right?
It's over.
So I think I've done 1 or 2 of them and I haven't been able to do a counter.
Slash.
That's some good experience. We fought the enemies up there. We're certainly not going to fight that guy yet. Not even close. Not even a little bit. I will take these mushrooms, though. Alright. So, we got to head on down this way. And find our guys over here. There they are.
What? They're all dead?
They are all dead.
How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
Yeah, how's that make you feel, Xion?
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
Interesting.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it.
Yeah. Well,
I
here we
guess you
are.
think it's
We're here for
stupid
it.
Getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
And it's important to make sure that our people
No.
can eat, so having
Clearly
that
he
cooking
risked
pot...
his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
Well, duh.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else,
Figure out the
this
purpose
proves that
behind
the
it. What do you
Renans
think
can
the
be
purpose is?
outsmarted.
Poor people need to eat. They
We'll
need
carry
cooking.
on your will.
They need cookware.
And see it through to the end.
And we better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am.
Alright, well, we're going to take advantage of this
I'd rather go
campfire
down fighting.
and camp out again to restore my CP and my health. See if we got any skits.
Hurry up and go
We
to
do.
sleep. I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact, some Zoogles were originally derived from the animals on Dana, or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So, are you going to work with me or not?
I will. It's in both of our own interests.
Alright,
I think it's time we go to sleep.
we're going to rest. Heal up. Sleep well.
Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Alright, so we can head on back. And I think the enemies will have respawned. And I will certainly consider fighting them again. Because there's no reason not to. Which I guess you could consider that grinding. You know, it does kind of feel a bit like grinding. But, whatever. Like I said, the early game here is a little bit tougher. It will even out pretty quickly, I think. Especially once we start getting more party members. How about that for a combo? Do you not? I think... Oh, I think she actually managed to dodge that. That's crazy. The AI is actually capable of dodging. Sometimes. Sometimes.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more
There we go. We broke him out of it. Beautiful. There we go. Look at that. That was clean. That was super clean. Alright. So we do get score. I don't know what the score means. Because in the past, score would have been grade. And grade is what you get. The amount of grade you get is what determines how much currency you have to spend. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Alright, I think we're good now.
I'm not feeling so great. Swallow blade. Rising wyvern.
Here's a healing arm. First aid.
Here I come. You're finished.
So the amount of grade you had available determined how much currency you had available to spend for New Game Plus bonuses.
Here, let me help.
Man, it's hard to stop these guys. You gotta break them. Breaking is how you stop them from doing what they're doing. It's like stagger in other Tales
I need
games.
to be stronger.
And sometimes they just don't want to break. Sometimes they just plow right through your attempts to break them. But here we go. There we go. Dodge mechanics are really good, but we don't have perfect dodge counterattack stuff yet. I don't think we've unlocked that. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Well, Xion, it'd be really nice if you could revive me. Alright, it's not gonna happen. Use a life bottle. Okay, I just gotta take this guy out. There we go. That's one down. That's gonna help me. There we go. So we got a level up out of that. So we're now at level 7. That's very helpful. Yeah, I don't have SP yet. Or I can't spend SP yet. So I think in completing the subquest, we will earn a title or something. And we'll get our tutorial about how to spend SP to get skills. Hello there. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry, if we'd arrived just a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always warned me this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So I... This isn't right. Poor kids shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nathan, then get ready to fight. Alright, so we got 800 bucks, and we got some SP. And there we go. We have our skill panel. Alright, so... As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them which unlock arts and skills that they can learn. Alright. So let's see what we've got. So, for Alphen, we can get Sonic Thrust, which is pretty cool. We can do Increased Crit, which is really good. I think that's probably more important than getting Sonic Thrust, if I'm being honest. Easier perfect evading and guarding would be great. Severing Wind, Stardust, Mid-Air Evasion, and increased max AG. I honestly don't think I want to spend anything yet, because I want to save up for increased max AG. Meanwhile, you can learn Gemini Aqua or Burning Strike. I think I'm going to go Gemini Aqua. Let's go ahead and learn that. And we will get more SP as we fight more enemies. You get SP from winning battles. So let's go ahead and rest at the inn. Restock our health.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
And I could buy... Actually, I can't because I don't have enough money to buy a life bottle. Life bottles are expensive. Remember when they used to be 300 gold? Remember those days? No, they're 1,000 gold now. Remember when orange gels used to be 200 gold? No, they're 3,000 now. Hello. Side quest. Must have gone through the Santa's ravine to get here, right? Is that Zoogle still out there? Big guy looks like an insect with wings, has scythes for arms. Oh, he's still there. I am not dumb enough to try to fight that thing yet. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Alright, yeah, we can't fight that guy yet. But we will take the quest on. We will take the quest on. He's saying don't fight it yet. Wait till you get more people, basically. But we're definitely gonna hold off on that quest for quite some time, because we are in no shape to take on that dude. That ain't gonna happen. Are there any other side quests available at the moment? That's not what I want. Nope. I want this. I want this. Yeah, there's no other side quests at the moment, so we have to go find Nath. I believe is up here. And we're gonna get ready for the next mission.
You're back.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like it was a real ordeal.
It was a real ordeal out there. A bunch of people died.
As I hate to admit it, there aren't many of us who can take on those Renin armored soldiers. All we can do is make sure we remember those who sacrificed their lives for the cause.
Yeah, they won't be forgotten.
Glad to hear it. Now, what was that favor you wanted to ask me?
Oh, right. Well, you see...
So then, you're wondering if I know of any places where you can find Renin equipment, huh? Anywhere with those damn bright eyes is gonna have tight security, of course. You can't just go carelessly poking around. Unless... Across the wilderness outside Ulzabek, you'll find the Fagan Ruins. There's some kind of old Renin castle out there. What with it being impenetrable, I forgot. But with a Renin tagging along, who knows? Maybe you can find some way in. You ask me, though, it's a lot of trouble for some Renin rags. If I were you, I'd get comfortable with Danon garbs.
Well, we're not good with that. Shion wants better clothes.
Let's move.
Are we really going in there?
Yes. Now let's move.
Shion wants better clothes. Alright, let's get a skit.
Hey, Shion, where does your gun come from?
What do you mean?
This was
where
in the
does it
demo.
come from?
When you're fighting, it looks like it just appears out of nowhere.
Oh, that's transferal technology. When I don't need my weapon, I submerge it in empty space. And when I do, I summon it. Make sense?
Not really.
Not really. But it sounds pretty amazing.
It's,
Huh?
kind of crazy.
Well, that way you don't have to carry around any heavy weapons or worry about enemies trying to steal them, right? It's a pretty cool invention.
You realize you're praising the technology of your enemies, right?
So, technology is technology. It's not good or bad in and of itself.
I guess that's true.
Alright. So we need to go, not that way. We need to go to the wastes. And go to the Fagan Ruins. Which is up this way, I believe. because Xion needs better clothes. And you know what? I can't blame her, because better armor would be very good.
Am I really doing this for some lousy
Because she dies a lot.
There's Zeugles here
There
too?
are Zeugles here too. There's Zeugles in a lot of places. They're the main enemies of the game, my dude. Alright. So when I call for you, I expect you to clear out any enemies around me. Okay. You call for me, I promise to shoot down any enemies around you too. Alright, so we're gonna get boost breaks, right?
Just a minute.
Okay. We're gonna fight some guys and we're gonna get boost break tutorial. Boost attacks. Alright, so when the boost gauge is full, we can do a boost attack, which is pretty cool. We actually don't want to just use these as combo extenders, though. So it's very tempting, and I made this mistake as well, to try to use these as combo extenders, which they can be. They are good for combo extension. Go. And then Xion can shoot things out of the sky. But what it turns out that basically these are going to be ways to stun bosses, more or less, or really tough enemies. So we want you back in the air. So typically a boss is going to have a weakness to one or two of these things, where like maybe they're a boss that's in the air, or they might be a boss that uses magic, or they might be a boss that has heavy armor, or they might be a boss that moves really fast or something. And you typically are going to want to save your boost breaks that are good for those things for those particular moments. There are ones that aren't going to be useful against particular bosses, which can be used as combo extenders.
This could be useful.
So that's kind of a lesson I didn't know going in, that I had to learn kind of the hard way.
Climb up higher and see if we can get a better view.
But now I know. Got some potatoes. I got some potatoes. Got me some potatoes. Go make some French fries. Alright. I think we have another path we can go as well, which is up here. We are going to try to explore these areas fully. I'm not gonna, like, go out of my way to slow things down, but I think it's going to be very useful to try to fully explore these areas and pick up any of the treasures that we can find, because you'll find that life bottles and orange gels are going to be very, very valuable resources, and if we can find anything lying around, especially also money, if we can find money lying around too, because that's not easy to get either. So because none of these guys are in the air, we can pretty much safely use Xion's burst attack as a combo extender. There's nobody here for her to knock out of the sky. And Alphen's, I mean, sorry. Who's Alphen? I don't know an Alphen. Iron Mask's boost attack is good against everything, which is pretty cool. He is able to stun any enemy with his boost attack, regardless. So that's very valuable to have also. So no matter what, you can always stun an enemy with Alphen's boost attack. I'm sorry. If that's a spoiler for you, I apologize, but I'm gonna probably do that 100 more times. It's like Tales of Berseria all over again. But Iron Mask's boost attack is always a guaranteed stun. I mean, I shouldn't say guaranteed. There's circumstances where it might not be, but keep that knowledge in your back pocket, especially when you start fighting bosses. Alright, so we can explore this side of things. This area is a dead end, so this is a safe place to go for now. We can head on over here. Wow, we still got a lot of time, actually. Even with the restart. Yeah, there we go. We do have perfect dodging. Nice. Alright, so Xion has her boost attack, but I don't want her to use it against the armadillo because she excels against flying enemies, so I want to wait until we're targeting a flying enemy to use it. There we go. It would be good to get Sonic Thrust, honestly. I think we should probably have enough SP to, how much SP do I get? 6? Per battle or so? Depending. So we're up to 311. We can get increased crit damage. We can get easier perfect evading and guarding. We can't quite get max AG increase yet. I'm tempted to go with something else, but... Nah, we'll just stick it out. We'll stick it out. Does she have enough to do anything yet? No. Okay. We'll stick it out. We're not in a hurry. We're holding our own okay, I would say. Not feeling any kind of struggle. Alright, more armadillos. I hate these fuckers. Now this guy, I can knock into a break. Probably, I learned Demon Fang. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and put Demon Fang on there. And we're gonna start using Demon Fang. What a classic art. There we go.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Got an apple gel, I'll take. Always take apple gels, man. They're not as rare as some of the other ones, but even still, you take them when you get them. Grab those mushrooms. I don't think we have a recipe for mushrooms. Oh, we can't cook anything yet, anyway. We don't have any recipes yet. But, we will get some at some point. Take another apple gel. Hello, Zoogles. How do you do, fellow Zoogles?
No choice. You're mine. Swallow blade. Demon Fang.
Demon Fang.
I never miss.
Take this. Demon Fang.
They've got me surrounded. By the power of water.
There we go. Oh yeah, this feels good.
You're mine.
You're mine.
Man, this combat is so good. Best in the series.
On the prize.
Best in the series, no question. It's not even close. It's not even close. And I've played a lot of Tales games. I know people really love the combat in Graces. Some people don't, and some people really do. And I get why people do. I don't. I think I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. It's not my favorite. I fully understand people who do love it though. Because it is very interesting. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta move. I gotta move. Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. But over the years, you know, we've had better and worse combat in Tales games. Some games have had really good combat, some games haven't. Some games have had very average combat. Most games have had pretty average combat. The combat's never really been bad. But this just cranks it to a whole new level. It's so good. It's so good. As far as, like, generally across the Tales series, how does this game compare to other Tales games just in a general ranking? It's good. I would rank it high. I would probably rank it in the top, certainly in the top 5, knowing that I haven't played all of them. I can't imagine that I would say that it's not better than Destiny, Eternia, or Fantasia, though. I don't know. I'm playing Destiny now. I'll let you know as I get further into it where I rank Destiny. I actually really like Destiny.
Less talking, more pummeling.
I'm playing the PS1 version, like not even the director's cut, which was never released in English as far as I know. It's a PS2 remake of it. I don't think we ever got that one. So yeah, I'm playing the original PS1 version. I'm liking it. Actually liking it a lot. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Could end up being a masterpiece. I might say that it's better than Arise. I somehow doubt it. But I would, you know, I still rank... look, I'm trying really hard not to let nostalgia or recency bias affect my judgment. But I still think Symphonia and Abyss beat Arise. For a number of reasons, and I'll get into those details as we get further on in the game. Exilia, I think Arise might beat Exilia for me. It's possible. We'll see as I play through this game again. If I still feel that way, or if I change my mind on that one. But I have a feeling that I'm gonna say it beats Exilia, and that Arise takes the number 3 spot for me. It's good. Where I think it falls down a bit is endgame. The endgame isn't great. It takes a long time to get to the good stuff. Not that the stuff that we go through isn't good stuff, but to get to like the Tales stuff. If you've played Tales games, you know what I mean. Like to get to the part where you get hit with the oh, okay, that's what's going on kind of stuff. All Tales games have them, and usually they don't take a super long time to get to. Usually maybe they start coming in about a third of the way through or so. This game takes a long time to get to that stuff.
Why'd you heal me?
And I don't hate that, but I don't care for it super much. I think it could have done a little... The pacing, I think, is one of the problems. Pacing isn't ideal. And then the ending part gets a little bit rushed.
You picked the wrong fight.
I also think the final dungeon is not good. But that is a very common complaint from me about most Tales games. The final dungeons are usually trash. It's not as bad as Exilia 2, which I don't think is possible. I don't think it could be possible to be worse than Exilia 2. Exilia 2 is probably the worst final dungeon I've ever seen in my life in any game ever made.
I'm surprised there are owls here too.
Yeah.
But it follows the trend. It follows the trend of shitty final dungeons. And the dungeons as a whole in this game are pretty terrible. They're better in this game than they have been in other games. Other more recent games, Asteria and Berseria specifically. But that's not just the Tales series either, that's just gaming as a whole. The days of Sorcerer's Ring to solve puzzles and push blocks and flip switches and all kinds of shit, those days are over. And we have to just move on from it. We have to accept that and understand that we're never going to have those kind of dungeons in any video game again. I think that's just how we have to approach things. Honestly, I wouldn't even expect it in Zelda anymore. I mean, we've seen what Breath of the Wild did with dungeons. I don't think they're going back. People just don't want dungeons in their action games. They don't want puzzles and stuff in their action games anymore. I think that's just an evolution of gaming. I don't like that. The Symphonia, Abyss, Vesperia, Grace's, I think, also had some pretty decent dungeons and stuff. That's where my favorite dungeon design is in the Tales series. But I think we can't hope to go back to that. So I can appreciate what Arise does with dungeons with that in mind. It's certainly a step up from Exilia, Zestiria, and Berseria in that regard. So I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. But the end game here, and especially the final dungeon in this game, are not good. They're not good. And ultimately, this might upset some people, but I don't care for the final boss in this game. I think it's one of the weakest in the series. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We have obtained Lavender. What does Lavender do, pray tell? It raises attack when used. That's going right to me. Just because Xion is a healer doesn't mean she doesn't also attack. But I'm doing combos in the enemy's face all the time, so I need my attack to be high. Alright. We're getting through this area nice and quick. I think we're going to get through the Fagan Ruins, too, before the stream's over. I don't see any reason why that won't happen. It's not a particularly long area. Dungeon, if you want to be generous. And call it that. I mean, realistically, I think the concept of dungeons as a whole is kind of dead. In favor of just areas. World maps are definitely dead. There's no such thing as a world map anymore in a video game. That is so antiquated at this point. But I'll tell you what, I'm playing Destiny, and the first time I went into the world map, I was like, oh man, I miss world maps. I miss world maps. I don't like have a particular attachment to them. Like I know some people do. Some people really do. Like old school gamers really like world maps. And I like them. I'm not super attached to them. I don't miss them necessarily. Like when Grace's F did the areas, like regional maps and stuff, and then Exilia kind of expanded on that. I was fine with it. That didn't bother me that much. But I'll tell you, going back to a real world map was a nice little trip down nostalgia lane. I'll tell you that much. I can get behind a good world map. But yeah, you know, we'll talk about this game and how it compares to other Tales games as we go through. I'm not in any hurry to dump all my opinions right now in the first stream. So, you know, it is what it is. And oh man, I keep forgetting I need to be a lot more careful with that. Yeah, I know about weak points, man. That was in the demo. Tell me about weak points. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. We need to hammer this weak point. I don't know if we're going to be able to break the core. I don't think we... I think we do too much damage. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I feel like we'll probably kill him before that happens. Yeah. But core breaks are really helpful in fights against bigger enemies. Alright, so let's go ahead and camp out here. But suffice to say, this is a good Tales game. It's a very good Tales game, and it's a huge step forward for the series. And it does a lot of things right.
I wonder if
and it does a lot of things
below us. Shouldn't be too
differently
much
from
now,
some of the more recent games, and I think that's a good thing.
I guess it's been a while since I had a bite to eat.
And the combat's never been so good.
Don't worry about me.
It's the best the combat system's ever been.
It's no big deal.
It is a big deal. You should eat whenever you can. The last thing I need is you keeling over in the middle of a fight just because you didn't eat.
So we're gonna learn how to cook.
On eating by a Renin of all people.
Yeah, well, some of us Renins know what it's like to go without food, believe it or not.
What do you mean? I thought...
This isn't about me. Now, are you going to eat or not?
I would, if we had anything to eat, but we don't.
Actually, I have a little bit of food on me.
You've been carrying that stuff around this whole time? I'm not sure it's gonna be enough for the both of us, though.
That's why we're going to cook it instead.
We're gonna cook.
Cook? I've never done anything like that before.
Me neither, to be honest. But we've got to make something out of all this, so might as well try.
Alright, learning to cook. I think we only get the one recipe to start with, but that's good enough for now.
What are you staring at me for?
Your clothes are all about function over form.
Yeah, well, when you're a slave,
them up a little.
Why? What purpose
you
would
don't
it
really
serve?
have the
I guess you're
luxury to
right.
dress nice.
I just think you'd look good with a little blue thrown in
I
somewhere.
have blue.
Alright.
I literally
I'll think
have
about it.
blue on my clothing right now. So we're gonna learn porridge. We have porridge recipe. We just need wheat. I have plenty of wheat. We're gonna get a nice tiny defense up. But if we consume double the ingredients, then we get 90% effectiveness, I think. I think that means it's almost double effect. As long as Xion is the one to cook. There we go.
All done. Come and eat.
Alright. I'm gonna eat.
You really do eat through that mask of yours, huh? I'm impressed you can manage so
I want to
well.
see video of how he does that.
Oh, it's nothing. You get used to it after a while. Still, I'm glad we decided to stop and fill our stomachs. I've got a newfound respect for cooking now. But I guess that's easy when you're used to eating everything raw.
I guess so.
It would have been perfect if it had any flavor.
Sorry it didn't live up to your palate.
Porridge doesn't really have much flavor,
no,
my dude.
That wasn't a knock on you. I was just... Sorry. That's not how I should thank you for cooking for me.
Indeed.
You've got me curious
Be
now.
a little grateful.
Is it just pain you can't sense? Or are your
Could have
taste
had
buds
nothing.
shot too?
Oh, sure, my taste buds work fine. Although, apparently what I like tends to be a little out there.
How so? What's so unusual about what you eat?
Well, one time I couldn't get enough of these things I picked off a plant, but everyone else said they were way too spicy.
Alphen likes
Doc
the
thinks
spicy food.
Maybe I crave spicy food to compensate for the lack of pain I feel.
Maybe it's best I take charge of the cooking. You know, just to be on the safe side. I can't guarantee it'll be to your tastes, though.
I said I'm sorry. Look, I'll learn to tone down my tastes in the future, so let's just put that slip of the tongue behind us already.
Alright, well, Xion now has a new title. With the ability to get some stuff. She can get toxicity. I prefer chop suey myself, but I think I want to grab Burning Strike. Now for Alphen, we can get increased max AG. It's going to cost most of our SP, but I think it's going to be worth having that extra combo attack. I am going to want to try to get I think I want to go increased crit over Sonic Thrust. Like, not that I don't want to learn new arts and stuff, but increased crit and bigger damage output, that's going to be good stuff. That's going to be good stuff.
I think we've rested long enough.
Alright.
Let's keep moving.
So we're going to head into the Fagan Ruins. This is probably what we're going to end our stream with, is doing the Fagan Ruins. Alright. So here we go.
This must be it. Looks pretty ancient, but I recognize Renan architecture when I see it.
It's seen some beatings. If it stayed sealed all this time, it's not because people left it alone.
It's not just their technology. The Renans build their structures out of special materials, too. Strong enough to withstand assaults from Danon tools and weaponry, anyway.
So, how the hell are we?
Oh. Them bright eyes, though.
Easy.
Alright, well, here we are. And skits. because Tales
It
series.
may not have been a fancy feast we just had, but I don't remember the last time I felt this full.
Do the Renans often not give you all enough to eat?
It's never enough. The Renans decide exactly how much we'll have and when we'll have it, and that's that. We do our best to get around it. Everyone has to grow their own food and such behind the Renans' backs in order to get by. Thinking about it now, I wonder if they've always kept it meager so we would never have the energy to try to resist what they've done to us.
Yeah. An empty stomach takes its toll on the body and the spirit after a while.
How does a Renan like you know what it's like?
I may be Renan, but they don't like me either. I could be squeaky clean and they still wouldn't give me anything.
Did your stomach just...
I didn't hear anything.
Sure,
But
I
you
didn't
just
hear anything
ate.
either.
How are you already...
I said I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear a damn thing. Nobody heard anything.
I still have some I haven't eaten yet. Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay, well. Let's open the door.
I hate that I can...
Alright, we need to look for Renan equipment inside the
Looks like
ruins.
this place used to be a supply base of some sort. It probably even dates back to the Great Conquest of 3 centuries ago.
For an abandoned place, sure is crawling with critters. Kinda makes you wonder how they all got in.
Through cracks in the walls, I guess. Maybe it's a good environment for these species to propagate in. Best not to let your guard down either way.
Agreed. I don't know about you, but I'm not looking to hang around here any longer than necessary.
Alright. We've got enemies. More of these damn armadillos. So many. So many dillos. Way too many dillos. Bury up your enemy. Monster spawns in each area. My god.
Together, that wasn't even a
All I fight are wolves and armadillos. It's alright. Alright, so we want to go this way. We want to go this way. Mine that rock. Got some antidote. And here we go. We've got some zoogles, more armadillos, because that's all that exists, is armadillos. Armadillos for days. Nothing but dillos. There were only dillos. There was never anything else. Always has been. There we go. But you know what? We're getting experience, and that's what matters. We've got ourselves a treasure chest over here. A weird treasure chest, but a treasure chest nonetheless. 2 life bottles. I'll take them.
Some sort?
A Renan kind.
Apparently I fucking need them.
We should definitely hold on to what's inside.
I know I haven't streamed many Tales games. Say I'm a Tales fan. I've recorded a lot of Tales games on the old YouTube channel, and they're still over there. All those series are still there. I think Grace's F never got finished because I stopped doing YouTube. But I got the vast majority of the playthrough done. I doubt I will be coming back to finish that one. It's been a couple years now. But I am not against replaying some of them on stream. Like, I've said in the past already that I want to stream Symphony. For sure, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I am super happy to play that game over and over and over again. I will stream that game. I want to stream the HD version on my PS3.
Looks like it could be worth
That would be the dream. Actually, the dream would really be to stream a version on PS5 because it gets ported. That would be a dream and a half. I want that dream. I don't know if that dream's ever gonna come true, but I certainly fucking hope so. But I'm not against streaming Exilia. stream Exilia. And I would consider streaming Vesperia. But consider it. It's not top of the list. I would consider it.
We're in good form.
I don't hate that game. I actually don't. I don't even dislike that game. If I'm being honest, I like it quite a bit. But the story is just absolute trash. You can yell at me all you want about that. You can yell at me as much as you want, but I don't care much for the story of Tales of Vesperia. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't play it on stream. So, we could do that for sure. We could do a lot of that. A lot of Tales stuff. I don't know. Similarly to Fire Emblem, where I don't want to stream Three Houses playthroughs back to back to back to back to back. I probably don't want to stream Tales games back to back to back to back to back either, although I could. I would personally be okay with that.
You've been walking around for a while now.
Although I'm sure I'd want to spice it up a little bit with
What,
some
you
variety
tired?
Tired of something.
but,
I'm not giving up until we search
You know.
every inch of this place.
She's really determined to find those clothes.
yeah, she wants good clothes, man. She's a classy lady and she wants good clothes. I think you can fault her for that. I just think maybe that now's not exactly the best time. But I guess it's fine. There we go. Alright. You're gonna die now. We're gonna break you, and you're done. Very good.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Keep our eyes on the prize. Eyes on prize. Prize on eyes. Hello. Hello there. You can come down this way. This is the room. This is where I came in from. What the fuck? How I got turned around some way. Alright. This is where we want to go. Here is where we want to go. This is a dead end, but we can mine some resources. More antidote rock. That doesn't really appeal to me very much. I'm being honest. There's certain accessories I definitely want to craft that I think are going to be very helpful for me. Antidote rock, not really one of them. I actually don't even really remember ever getting poisoned. If I'm being honest. Kinda don't even remember that ever actually happening. I'm sure it did, but it's not something that came up enough to warrant crafting an accessory specifically for it. Get dead. Alright, I keep getting charged, and it's my own damn fault. It is my own damn fault. No question about that. I'm letting it happen.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
Alright, let's open that door. We're gonna take a quick detour to jump back down and grab that, because I don't want to forget to pick it up. I could probably get it on my way out of here, but quicker just to do this. No fall damage. Because, I mean, fall damage, that wasn't even a thing that existed in other Tales games. Jumping off of things was not something that you could do. Alright, so we got a Pierce Emblem. I'm going to go ahead and equip that on Alphen, because... on Iron Mask. Because, what do you want from me, guys? What do you want from me? Equip it on Iron Mask, because, it's not a spoiler. That was in all the promo materials, man. Come on. Everybody, they told us what his name was from the get-go. Alright. Anyway, let's take this elevator down. To the residential quarter.
Is this Renin technology? I'm amazed you guys can pull something like this off.
For us, sites like this are completely normal.
Alright. Got some stuff. Hello there.
This must be...
The former owner's old wardrobe, yeah.
I wonder how long they've hung here. They don't look like they've aged a day.
The designs are a little dated, but it'll have to do.
And here she comes.
Listen, I get it. You care how you look. But we've got places to...
Oh. 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 That just shut him right the fuck up, didn't it? He's just like, oh no, she's hot. Oh shit. Oh shit. Now what?
What is it?
No. Nothing. We've kept Zephyr and the others waiting long enough. We should head back.
Alright, well she just got
Okay. Let's
weapon
head back to
and armor
Wolfpack.
buffs.
You're in a good mood.
So I guess I'm good with coming here.
Probably used to be a supply depot, right? But Nay thought it was a Renan castle. I wonder what it actually is.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
What, can't
That's
I
she
not
said.
know something? You didn't think I knew every last thing about my own kind, did you?
I didn't say that.
From what I've heard, a lot of the materials that were initially brought over from Rena 300 years ago were repurposed for other things over time. So it's entirely possible that this place used to be both a supply depot and a lord's castle at different points in time. They're not mutually exclusive. I couldn't tell you when the lord's castle moved to its current location, though. Well, satisfied?
I suppose.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, for telling me about all that.
It's not like I mentioned anything that useful. Come on, let's keep moving.
Alright. Time to go back. We got all of our good stuff. And where's the door? Where's the door out of here? Is this the door out of here? Yeah, it is. Alright. So yeah, I'd love to stream more Tales stuff. And I think we certainly will. I don't know when or how frequently or anything, but especially because this game is going to take a long time, and then I don't really know what we're gonna do as far as the next thing I stream after this will probably be the new Pokemon, Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, and then I will play it by ear after that. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that.
Looks like it could
Possibly
be worth
Scarlet
something.
Nexus. I don't know if I want to stream Scarlet Nexus. I don't know. I might. At some point, it's kind of yesterday's news. It's a good game, but like, it's gonna be Horizon Forbidden West that I'm gonna want to stream, and I'm probably gonna want to stream Crimson Flower at some point. Then I'm gonna want to stream Tales of Symphonia at some point, and it's a lot of stuff. Not to mention things that might come out that we don't even know about yet. Also, we're gonna have N64 on the Switch. I'm gonna want to stream fucking Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Managed to pull through.
So, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I don't know. Play it by ear. Just know that I love the Tales series, and Tales streams are in the cards. Put it that way. If you want to see me stream more Tales stuff, that's not a big ask. It's certainly something I also want to do. I can only hope
Let's move.
that we get remastered, or even just ported, older Tales games. That's like, that's the one thing I want more than anything else. Give Abyss, first choice is Abyss. Give it the definitive edition Vesperia treatment. Give it that, please.
Get back to
That's
Elizabeth?
really what I want.
Yeah, we better. We don't have time to waste.
Someone's in a hurry.
Oh, you're gonna teach me fast travel, but I don't want to fast travel. I want to go the long way. Also, I want to heal.
I hate camping out.
I do wish to rest. I'm not gonna cook. Because I don't want to burn through my ingredients.
Everything's going pretty well so far.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cook.
All done.
I think there's a title I get for having Xion cook a lot. Or it might actually be Alphen, I'm not sure. Iron Mask. Can we see? We can see. Is it you? Meals cooked. 8. So we need to get her to cook 8 meals. Alright, good.
I think we've rested long enough.
So just have Xion cook, ideally, as much as possible. I'm not going to harvest everything again, but I want to make sure I pick up some carp. Did I not get it? I didn't get it. There we go. So having fish readily available is going to be helpful. Okay. I guess I'll fight some enemies on the way back. I'm not going to kill myself to get all of them, but we'll fight you.
No choice. You're mine.
Big telegraph attacks.
You're mine.
Here I go.
Follow blade. Demon fang. Rising wyvern. Take this.
Yeah, nice big telegraph attacks.
Here I come.
You don't scare me, motherfucker. There we go.
This could be useful.
It could be useful.
Get lost.
No escape.
By the power of water.
Flash. Strike. Demon fang. Try harder.
There we go. There we go.
Rising wyvern. You're finished.
Here I go. I'm only getting
Nice. Nice.
barely a blip on our radar.
I am curious what score's for. I really am. I'll have to look it up. 'Cause I actually don't know. Alright, so I got a bunch more stuff. We got some potatoes, we got some other things, some wheat. Fight you guys, and then we'll head back into Olzebek
Gotta break through.
and maybe pick up some side quests or whatever. I don't think there's going to be much else to do. A nice big ol' whiff. Big ol' whiff on my part. Really, really good. Quality gaming.
Without you reminding me.
Quality gaming moment. There we go. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. We're very close to leveling up again.
I'm right behind you.
Level
Xion.
9. I'm curious if bumping up the difficulty at this point would be interesting. We'll see about doing that on the next stream, I think. Because there's not really anything else to fight at the moment. So let's see. What do we got here? We've got a quest. What is your quest? Aha, you're that iron mask that Zephyr brought in. Yeah, can I ask you a small favor?
Yeah.
We're running short on food. It's something of an ongoing problem around here. Soil doesn't have much to offer. Alright. Wheat and potatoes. Well, I have wheat and potatoes, so you can have my wheat and potatoes. Worth doing.
Huh?
Worth doing. Alright. Very good. So you're going to give me some stuff in return.
Okay.
You're going to give me a recipe, which is very good. Steamed potatoes recipe. And 700 gold and 190 SP for each of my party members, which is very good. Do quests.
Sorry for the side trip.
Do quests. Do the quests. I would like increased crit. I want increased crit. I'll get Sonic Thrust next, but I want increased crit, for sure. You can get increased near-death physical attack and elemental attack. Toxicity. You know what? Get toxicity. Scoop that up. Can poison enemies.
Earn a new dish.
I don't know how frequently that's going to happen,
Let's
but
cook it next time we make camp.
do we have any other side quests available to us? We do not. Alright. So let's go ahead and talk to Zephyr.
Crap!
Got a huge problem. Something bigger than our attack on Balsef's castle, because I don't have time to worry about anything else, right? Yeah, bigger than that. Bright Eyes, they've started massacring folks all over Calaglia. What? They must be after her Master Core. Alright. Well, Mosgul got hit real bad. Well, that's not good, because that's my hometown.
No way!
It's closest town to where we attacked them earlier. Okay, well, we're gonna have to run off to Mosgul, because that's our stomping grounds.
You know where.
And it's under attack, but we are going to do that next time. We're going to do that next time. Now, I don't think I've been up really for the full 2.5 hours because of the having to restart, but
I don't need your permission.
Unfortunately, real time ticks forward. Hate to say that, but that's kind of how that works. I want to see if I can do any blacksmithing. So we are going to wrap things up here. No, blacksmithing is its own separate quest. I cannot do it yet. Alright. But I might be able to afford items. And no, I don't think so. I would not say so. So we're going to head on out. Alright, so next thing we need to do is take a run back to Mosgul. In order to do that, we have to go through the, something, this, whatever this is called, whatever that is, I don't remember. But we have to go through there to get to Mosgul, and we have to save our hometown from the rampaging Renans. So, that's gonna be what we're gonna start with next time. So I'm excited for that, and if you're excited for that, then you should join me for another stream this week. I know, a third Whiskey Cactus stream in a single week. What the fuck is that? I've never done that before. But I'm doing that now. That is not going to be a common thing. That is a one-off thing. The reason I'm doing that is because I streamed last night. I had to finish Fire Emblem Three Houses because I couldn't finish it last Thursday, and I didn't mean to. I meant to finish it last Thursday. I meant to start Tales of Arise yesterday. Didn't get to do it, so I did an extra stream today to get some Tales of Arise going early in this week. So we are going to have another stream on Thursday. So today is the 12th, which means Thursday is the 14th. Yes. Thursday is October 14th. So the next stream is going to be Thursday, October 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, until about 9:30-ish. And we are going to jump back into Tales of Arise, and we are going to go help the city of Mosgul. And we are going to do whatever it takes over there to, save them from the Renans. And then, at some point, we're going to launch an attack on Balsef. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing that in the next stream, which is pretty crazy. Things are moving. And, we're going to get a lot done in every stream, I think. I think it's going to move along pretty quickly. There might come a time where I have to do some grinding off stream. And that kind of grinding is going to be money grinding. It's not going to be level grinding. It's probably going to end up being like fishing or something, where I just go around trying to get a bunch of shit to sell to make money. Those are the kinds of things I might do off stream, so that, won't influence the amount of time we're spending on stream actually accomplishing real stuff. So we'll see how that goes. We'll play that by ear as we get further, and if I find that I'm low on items and need money to get more items and stuff, we'll see about that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Whether you're watching live here on Twitch, or after the fact on the Twitch VODs, or after the fact on the YouTube VODs. However you are watching, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. The support means the world. As I said, the next stream is going to be Thursday, October 14th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, till about 9:30. We're going to be back with Tales of Arise. We're going to save Mosgul. We're going to attack Balsef. I'm excited for that. I hope you are as well. I will see you then. Good night.